Hello, everyone, and welcome to the What's the Dillies podcast, a podcast where we aim to entertain and bring you behind the
Yeah.
scenes and into the minds of my
Uh-huh.
favorite dancers in hopes that it can help you in your dance journey and maybe you can apply it in your life too. If you're joining us for the first time and I'm wondering why is this podcast called What's the Dillies?
Yeah.
Well, let me explain. Alright, What's the Dillies is a slang I use to ask people what's happening, what are we doing, and I thought it would be a perfect way to name this pod. And it actually came from a competition that I did with my team Hooligans.
Gang,
So
gang.
we were on a road trip down to where did we go?
Hawke's Bay?
Hawke's Bay. Yeah, we were on a road trip to Hawke's Bay, and I remember our I guess our kind of team leader, one of our team leaders, John. John said that if we got first place, he'd take us out to dinner. And we got first
Fact?
place. We got
Fact?
first place randomly.
Fact?
We got first place randomly, and I was like, "Yo, so John, what's the dillies, bro? We still going for dinner?" And then after that, everyone just kind of laughed at me. But
Okay, can you say it again and I'll be John?
yo, John, what's the dillies for dinner, bro?
First of all, don't ever use that word Dillies
Yeah,
ever
that was,
again.
that was actually quite accurate. That's actually quite accurate. That's very accurate to what happened. So that's how the name came about, and I thought that would be a perfect way to just have a catchy slogan for
It's
this podcast.
tight because each time you say it, it just floods back that one dope
Yeah.
memory.
That was a mean ass road trip. Man.
It was sick.
Yo,
eh?
that was sick, bro. Okay, so for our second guest of the season, the guy that was doing the ad libs, our little NZ Migos, we have a person who has danced
Go
for
out.
Desire,
Yeah.
IMDb, Hooligans, Identity Dance Company, Hype Rush Empire, and Project Team.
Wow. It's
Is there anything else I missed? Or
NDC, Hooligans, IDK. There's another one, but we won't talk about that. Be chilling.
alright. Is that the one I'm thinking about? The one that never did anything? Oh my god, what the
Just keep
hell?
on the low there. It's
Honestly.
chilling. I don't want to be there. We all good. We chilling.
Okay. Mike threw up like a few hands on his head. You can figure out what that means for
Okay.
yourself. All right. So for our second guest of the season, we have my friend Mikey. All right. And before we get started, what is one random thing about yourself that no one knows or people would be surprised to know about you? This can include a fun fact, party tricks, hidden talent, anything you want.
Anything?
Yep.
Bro, I went to like as like a kid, G. So like
Yeah.
when I was like in primary,
Yeah.
we kept moving around a lot.
Oh,
So
yeah.
in like 1 year, I went to like 6 different like primary schools in 1 year.
Damn.
It's like I was like 5, I think.
Bro. In 1 year.
Yeah,
Dude, that's hectic, bro.
it's
I
a
can't
good
even
little fun
imagine,
fact.
bro.
But back then, I was like big chill. I didn't know what the fuck's going on. I was
Oh, yeah.
just like,
How old are you, bro?
I was probably like 6, 7.
Oh, damn.
But you know, I was just making new friends each time I go. So that's how I'm like all right now. Like
Yeah.
with new people and stuff, I can just
Oh, Buzzy.
I make friends quite easily now.
Adaptable.
Not trying to sound like the man or anything, but like, you know,
No,
it's
no,
like,
no,
I can like talk to you
yeah.
know, I can just talk to like randoms. I like striking a good convo. But yeah, big chillin', bro.
Nah, that's mean, bro. It just means you adapt, you know?
I think back in there, I was like, well, that's quite sad. And I was like, nah, like, all good. We out here.
Fuck, bro.
We still out here.
Hard. Sweet, bro. And into our first segment, we have onion peeling with Mike.
Ooh, ogres are like layers.
Yep. And this is just a bunch of questions to get to know you more as a person and kind of separate the person and the dancer because there's
Yeah.
always, there's two people, I mean, there's two sides of a person or like there's many sides
I
of
know
a
what you
person.
mean. I know what you mean.
That's why I have an onion peeling. So,
That's tight.
first question, what's your favorite food?
Bro, why you gotta hit me with a hard one? Favorite food? It's hard. Depends on like what mood you're in, but for now, I would say it's my mum's lasagna.
Oh,
Pretty-
that's nice.
It's pretty bomb, G. She's got pretty mean lasagna. If not, then mum's chop suey. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Mike's mom.
Shout out to
Yeah.
mama real quick.
Yeah. That was nice answer, bro. That was a nice answer. Alright, what's your pet peeve, bro?
Ooh,
Your ultimate pet peeve, like what?
like dance wise or just like what?
Not just like anything, bro.
Bro,
What really
honestly,
pisses you
stop
off?
wearing Adidas and Nike. Just stop.
Oh my god. Do you know stack up? I don't know if it was you. I think maybe it was William that came on before. He said that he got into his head about wearing like Nike and like Adidas or I don't know. Someone told me
It's
about this.
cracker.
Like they got too
I
into
don't
their head about wearing
honestly. I don't
brands.
mind it. Like you can
Yeah.
wear whatever the heck you want. Just don't. If you're trying to flex your stuff, just buy the one. You know. Like
All right.
like if it's for like pure like sports like enhancement to make you like run fast or like healthier, then that's fine. But if you're trying to flex like your like clothes and stuff, then bro, just stick to one, please. Thank you.
All right. I respect that. I respect that. First job, bro. What's your
First job? Main freight logistics. I was doing. Oh well, like actual no. First job. Like a little kid, I was doing like paper run. Does that count?
Me. Yeah, nah, that counts. That counts. How old were you?
Bro, how old was I? Like, up north, like 9, 8, 9.
Did
Had
you
my
have your
little bike and little, your little side bag of oil newspapers?
Did you have your parents follow you in the car or?
Nah, gee, they
Oh,
stayed
actually?
at home and just
Oh,
took all my
bloody.
money that I made.
Oh,
I'm kidding, Daddy.
did they actually?
Nah, they asked her like they were seeing if I would give money. It's like stuff as a kid. I did.
Yep.
Yeah, you need money, all good. But they didn't even. They just seen if I was gonna give money as a kid. They used to trick me all the time.
Oh. Fuck.
But hey, little adult lessons.
Yeesh.
They have to learn as a kid.
Morning or night person?
Bro, night person without a doubt. You never catch me in the mornings, Kaz.
True that. I went to pick him up. I went to pick him up. No answer, no call. Had to call up Av. I was like, yo, Av, what's Mike's number?
And then when he called me, he's like, gee, I'm outside. I was like, gee, I just woke up. Like, oh, crap, my bad, Kaz. Yeah, not a morning person, let's just say that.
Favorite dance move trend?
Bro, honest trend, that's a...
Yeah, like the Millie Rock, the Whoa, the Whip, the like. What's been your favorite, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, G, the red nose.
Actual?
Nah, imagine that. Imagine just
No,
like
I see you doing your battles, bro.
Because it's actually like I actually do enjoy my battles because it's just
Yeah.
fun. G. If people like sexualize it, but I pull the fun out of it. You know, like the fun aspect. That's what
Yeah.
people.
I remember there was for Seventh Smoke. It was you versus John.
Oh, when I
And
did
you-
what I did.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. It's a big vibe, that dude.
wholesome question. What's the most heartwarming thing you've seen?
Oh. Well, like lately, I don't know. I see. Like,
Just like what comes to mind when you think of like something that's like really wholesome or like really like
I can't think of anything. Oh, well, actually, I was just scrolling before. I saw. Have you seen Kearney's baby?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah,
Kearney's
yeah,
baby?
yeah.
Bro, it's so cute. It's
Yeah.
like on those like like those little
There's-
things that they
there's
attach
body
the
straps,
baby.
there's
Yeah,
body straps.
there's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
baby straps. It's just
Yeah.
like out here chilling, like
Yo.
dancing, still like kicking its legs, like
Ah.
it's oh,
That's so
bro.
cool. Actually, yeah.
Oh,
Could you
shit.
imagine it's like fucking 2 years old, it's like still
Yeah.
fucking grown ass, like yo fuck.
Gee, imagine you reckon that baby's gonna go off as a kid.
I
You reckon
don't
it's gonna
know.
have like a mean like you reckon it's gonna I reckon it's either gonna dance or it's like not gonna dance or it's either gonna fuck with dancing or like not.
I think the cool thing about like Keone and Maria is like
That cool as periods.
they're both like quite because they do like jobs that are like passion driven, you know.
Yeah, facts.
So I think no matter what their kid's gonna do, they're gonna be like achievers, you know.
Yeah, they are gonna be like really
Yeah.
well achievers straight
Like
up.
they're not gonna be too focused on oh shit I gotta fit in or I gotta
Yeah.
get the bag or whatever.
I reckon it's gonna be a real artistic baby. I can see it still being like in the art still like whether it's like music or painting or like along those lines as well. But I definitely see it being like a creative baby. Shout out. Cookies are top league.
Oh shit, yo, this one's good one, bro. Where's the first place you take someone on a date, bro? Have you been dating? Yeah, no, this is like a real off question, but yo, have you been dating lately?
Bro, I date dance. I'm married to dance.
Yo, keen.
But first place I take them to a date.
Yeah.
Bro, dance.
Actually?
No, what the fuck? Don't be cracking the
That
way.
is so crack up, bro. Doesn't
Yes,
even
at the
dance.
stew. Nah.
Bro, it doesn't even dance. You take her to like a royal family class. Like, yo, that's mean.
Yeah, correct to say. Place to take them a movie. I don't know. Like, fuck, where do you go these days? I know there's like cool couple of places in town. Heard Archie Brothers.
Yeah.
I'll probably take Archie Brothers.
Lee.
Archie Brothers is pretty lit. That's why. I don't know. I'm a nerd. I like games. So
Nah, that's all good.
not
bro.
to take them to somewhere that you like. That's what's cool about Archie Brothers. It's like low key like a vibe, but you can still like, yeah, I can still let my inner nerd out.
Hard,
But
hard.
yeah, haha.
Yo, me.
Yeah.
Go-to place to eat. Or must try if you haven't eaten.
Bro, Seiji took me to this dope ass spot. Hey,
Yeah.
like, I really want. It's like outside of yeah. It's in Chancery in town, but it's up the top. There's like this restaurant in the city.
I know which one you're talking about. I just
But
don't know
there's
the
like,
name.
bro, we got like this chicken stuff, bro.
Yeah.
This chicken pretty on, G.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm actually throwing. Could be counting.
I know
Actually, I'm
what
going
you-
town today too. I might actually tell
Oh, you
Ev.
going?
I'll take your critics out too.
Oh,
Keen.
me.
I'm actually keen to go. Yo, that's where we're going
How
for
long is he
lunch.
still here for?
Tuesday.
Oh, mean.
Bro, he's a real valuable, knowledgeable dude, G. I think people were sleeping. Bro, honestly, who is listening? Stop sleeping on this kind of stuff. Honestly, things I want to say. But yeah, G, this dude, there's heaps of cool gems of like people that come to NZ, but people just don't. Like, I don't know. Like, this dude's like, he hangs out with like people like Boo Boo, like he's got his credentials here, but people just like, oh, they just see him once, and that's about it. But like, if you actually get to know bro, or like people, then it's actually dope. You can make cool connections, like, yeah.
Okay,
Now next time I go Canada, I'm sus. The bro's like, yeah, I got you. Like, yeah, we're on like that family like bond now. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I reckon people need to take advantage of who's in NZ more.
True that. Also, as well, do you think it's just because like he has a style that's quite unique, and people feel like they can't like either match it or like it doesn't fit them.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like you can still learn.
Yeah, that's my mindset. Like, bro, like his style's like his tutting style and stuff. It's like it's like really advanced compared to what I like. I do basic, but just like little things. But his one's like he's in detail with his style. He's real founded in that style. But you can always say if he's got more stuff than I do in a certain style, and then that means he has more stuff for me to learn. You know what I mean? That's more stuff that I'm not touching.
Yeah.
So that means that I'll grow more because I'm learning something different compared to what my body and my vocab's used to. I'm
Very
like
true.
touching areas, boundaries and stuff that I don't normally go towards.
Very true, bro.
But yeah, hatar.
Oh shit. Did we answer what's the good? Oh yeah, we did the place in town.
Yeah.
As a place in town that's in Chancery, it has mean as chicken.
It's like in a pot and you get like sauces and stuff. If not, then you have to go Spicy House. Have you been Spicy House?
Yeah, Spicy House.
Spicy
yeah.
House is legit.
Yeah.
That's like the OG spot in town. I mean in town, Balmoral.
it's
Back in
alright.
Roscoe. It's just home. Like it's just nostalgic feels each time I go on there too. He's looking at me weird now, so I'm like kind of.
Because this one was meant to be the question after the date.
Oh, okay, yeah, go.
But yeah,
Oh,
okay. What's your favorite feature on the opposite sex?
Spray.
Like the eyes, the face, what's like?
Gee, you have to be like funny, eh?
Yeah.
Like you have to be like you have to hold your own. Like you have to like be so that I could like vibe with. You know what I mean? Like it has to be like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just like having a good time. Like if you know how you can just tell if something's stale or like something like awkward or something really weird. Like yeah, I don't like that. Like like I'm kind of an easy person to get along with. But if it's just like real awkward, like real just like tense or something, then I'm just like, all right, it's lit. Like I'll. I don't know. I just like a bit of human never like. I don't know. You just have to be a good person, like wholeheartedly, like,
True.
and it's something that you can't hide. And I reckon I'm kind of good at reading these kinds of things.
Yeah.
If you're a good person or not.
I
Not
think
the
so
raider,
too.
you
Nah,
know. You
I
got my
think so too,
scouter,
bro.
like you know, you look like Vegeta. You know, he's a scouter.
Nah, I think so too. I think I can speak on. I can't speak like fully, but I reckon like whenever I talk to you,
Yeah.
I can always feel like it's not like I don't sense Mike's just asking things to be nice, or like he's just asking to make conversation. Like he's actually like genuinely like if he wants to know something, he'll ask you, and if he doesn't, then he doesn't. Or like it's just vibes,
Keep gassing me up, G. Keep going.
Oh yeah,
I need it.
yeah. I think Mike's like probably one of the best conversationalists in New Zealand. He's also one of the best battlers. He's probably better than Kin.
Oh shit! Kin,
Nah,
call him out.
bro. Nah.
Call
I'm just-
Andy.
Nah, he just said to gas you up.
Nah,
Nah,
G,
I'm
I'm
just joking.
G.
Honestly,
Clip
Kin.
this and send it to at Ken Vainga on Instagram.
Oh, bro.
I've always wanted to say that on the
Bro.
podcast. Yeah, clip it.
Damn.
I feel like a streamer now, G. Nah, we are. You kidding?
Nah, I'm gonna
But
edit
thank
this
you,
one
bro.
out. I'm gonna edit this one out.
But hey, I really appreciate the kind words, buddy.
Yo, hard.
Gee, Andy smile though.
Oh, come on, bro. Come
Lady
on.
Killer Romantica.
Nah. Next question.
Out here.
What memory do you wish you could erase from your mind so that you could experience it all over again?
Or you can what?
So, what memory do you want to erase from your mind so you could experience it all over again?
Oh, dope. That's actually a dope question. Gee, Worlds.
Worlds?
Last year with the team. Because it was just so fun. Like, every day was dope. Like, I didn't have one dumb day there. Like, it was 2 weeks. I think, right? 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
But every day was like, we at least cracked up or, like, did something cool or, like, something funny happened or, yeah, just good moments, like, the whole time. Good vibes. Good energy. Yeah.
The stories always looked mean when I saw it. Because, like, Projekt had, like, their own stories, but they also uploaded, like, clips to our group page.
Yeah.
And it just always just looked like a vibe there.
Did you watch Josh's YouTube? Like the whole series of us?
Yeah. My favorite part was when, like, I think Millie got rushed.
Oh, with
like,
the watermelon?
watermelons,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, bro. Because I'm watching so many. I'm just happy that, like, he recorded something like that.
Yeah,
Because, like, I would say, like, you know, like, 5 years' time, you can, like, look back at this and just crack, like, because it was cool for me, like, if you watch something, you can, like, remember, like, every moment apart about that video, like, because, like, it'll be, like, 15 seconds and you'll cut it to, like, a second part or whatever, but, like, you know, you can remember every detail about, like, these videos and stuff like that, so, yeah, hits home hard.
Bro, does that ever happen, like, with a song that you hear?
Yo, facts, yeah, facts. I know what you mean.
Gee, there was a passage in time where I listened to Party Next Door and, like, the whole album, and it was on, like,
Who hurt you?
Huh? Shit, bro. Nah, it was when Party Next Door came out with his first album, and,
Andy's
like,
a vibe, G.
bro, I listened to it when the sun was going down.
Oh.
So every time I listen to that album now, I just picture the sun going down, bro.
That's tight though. Like,
Yeah,
if you have
man.
little things like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but
Or like certain songs like trigger like a certain
yeah,
memory.
bro, exactly. But,
Like that one song Andy choreographed and
Oh.
he killed it and did that one ground move.
shut up.
That was sick.
Shut up, Mike. Shut up. Okay, last question for this segment is, what's the best gift you've ever received?
Ooh. On my 21st, you know, you get like a key and stuff. Like, yeah, that was dope. Like, keep on my nan, she gave me like this necklace. She gifted me this dope necklace, G. It's a whale's tooth, G. Like, you know, like a big whale tooth, but it's been carved, like a moldy carving in it, and it's like a necklace now. But it's like, it's worth, bro. It's like a real valuable way, cause it's like a legit like big ass whale's tooth, G. Like, it's real rare. Cause it's hard to, you know, like. Can't just go up to a whale. Hey, buddy, cut your tooth. But you know what I mean? Like, so these are quite, but like it's dope, like the whole carving and stuff. It's just real beautiful, G, and like what it means, like everything behind it, like the story behind it. And then my nan, she wore it every day for like
Wait,
months.
wore a whale's tooth?
Yeah, it's like a whale's tooth, like around like a string.
How big is it?
It's like big, G. It's
Bro,
like,
that's
it's like
crazy.
That, G. It's like pretty big, but it's cool. It's tight, and my nan
Is
wore
it heavy?
Oh, nah, it's quite light.
Oh, okay.
There's a tooth, but it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Kind of, yeah, but it's cool. Like, it's like the whole sentimental meaning and stuff like that. Like, my nan wore it every day just to keep it close to, just just so it's like, I wanted to wear it every day just so it's like blessed in a way, just so you can feel part of me each time you wear it. Like, that kind of buzz. It's like, yo, like, that's why I like it so much. Like, yeah, that's probably it.
Dude, can you actually tell me as well, like, what does the key mean?
The key.
Yeah.
Oh, your 21st key is like key to like. I'm pretty sure it's like key to like opening like your next door to like.
Oh.
I'm
true.
pretty sure. I might be boxing it. Don't hold me accountable there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
But my one is pretty dope. My uncle made like a big statue or like this big. I don't explain it, but it was cool. He made it himself, like carved it out, garnished it, whatever. But now it's tight.
Like, let's buzzy, bro. How come I wasn't invited to your 21st?
Bro, everyone in Projekt was invited. Only Gully came.
Oh,
Gully,
shit.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Everyone was
shit.
busy as, and I
Bad
understood.
fucking Projekt, bro. What the hell?
But like,
You
nah,
guys are stink. I probably
Nah.
wasn't in Projekt at this time, to be honest.
nah,
you guys
but
are
to be
stink.
honest, like Projekt, we weren't like, cause it was early stages.
Oh,
with my
actual.
21st. So like at the time, we weren't like close as like we were like. I
Ah.
feel like if I had a 21st now, like everyone would be like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
yeah,
I'm there,"
yeah,
like
yeah.
blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
But back
bro.
then, we were like real early stages. Shit.
Ah.
I was still in Excel. Like I was
Oh,
still.
damn, that
Like I was
ages.
ages ago, G. So I was
Wow.
like big chillin', like yeah. I didn't even. I had heaps of like my like school homies and stuff. Like I was really. Plus I have family from up north, which is crazy to see. But yeah, can't compare. Gully, real one, G. G. Others, yeah, imposters, G.
Okay, bro. I pulled up your Ask FM.
Oh, from
So-
2013,
So
guys. This was
we're just
7
gonna
years
go through
ago.
a few answers just to figure out what you're thinking from back then.
Gee, I was a throwback, G. My
Nah,
mind's
nah,
a back
nah,
there,
nah,
bro.
we gotta-
Nah, I'm still
This
on
is
it,
over
but
1 year ago, bro. So it can't be that long.
Gee, right. There's no way I answered this a year ago.
Okay. Favorite dance move to get a girl?
Gee, I
You
said
said
bump and grind.
grind.
Cause I
Yeah.
know he said this.
Yeah.
It was one of my mates.
Yeah.
And I just say it bump and grind because it's an inside joke, because it's just something that, yeah. My mate, he was, okay, now I've got to put a whole backstory now, Andy,
Yeah.
thank you very much,
Yeah.
because back in the day, my mate is like, oh, gee, I want to make a set. I was like, oh, cool. He's like, can you help make it for us? It was for his, you know, back in high school, G, when you make a set for, or people wanted to do like a ball proposal thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh. I was like, gee, what kind of set do you want me to help
Yeah.
me make? And he's like, gee, like a bump and grind set.
Oh my god. Oh
So
my
that's where it
God.
came from. That's why I'm cracking up. Thanks, Andy. I have to go through all of this backstory just to come support my evidence, to show that I'm innocent. All right.
So for a ball proposal, he was like, "Yo, bump and grind."
Like a bump. He's like, gee, like a bump and grind set. Like a, I don't know, gee, I just want to look like the man. Like he was like that. It's like that's what I'm saying. What time she's getting? Because like, oh, bump and grind set, gee. Like,
Damn, G. Oh.
you know what I mean? Always been trolling.
So we're going into our second segment before we head into the main course, which is the Aux Core DJ.
Oh.
So this we're gonna give you a series of moods and vibes, and you're going to pick a song that you'd play, which is most appropriate for each one.
This is
So which
cool.
one you'd choose?
Yeah.
So what's a song you'd listen to if you want to relax?
Ooh, to relax, G.
Yeah.
It's very Shiloh. I'll play some Shiloh Dynasty, G.
Me,
Bro. That will
me.
relax me down to like hard. Shiloh's on.
Bro, what's your favorite Charlotte track?
That imagination on that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, the Eric Belinga, he used that sample. Oh, I don't know. Even the one that like those little covers that she sings. He's the one that X did. But nah, yeah, I can just listen to any Shiloh track to be honest.
Do you know how Charlotte Dynasty got discovered?
How?
Oh, I actually don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh, you're asking? No, yeah, I kind of do, but she was just like a real, like, she used to upload, like, random, like, just her singing, like, hooks and stuff. They'd be, like, 20
Ah.
seconds long, G, like, all of her videos
Yeah.
that she used to upload. Only,
Oh,
like,
people
20,
would use it to
and then
sample
people,
it.
people flip it, loop
Yeah.
it and stuff, and then,
Yeah.
XXX Tentacion, he's the one that first brought me, introduced me to her, because he's, like, he would sample shit hard out, and then, you know that whole lo-fi stage that everyone
Yeah.
was on, and I started getting on there hard
I'm
out.
still on
Even
that
to this,
stage.
yeah,
Yeah,
to this day, it's so nice.
Lo-fi still mean.
Bro, like, for the crack up at regionals and shit, bro, we were all smashed day, me,
Yeah.
Gally and Av, because we've
Yeah.
just been practicing quite a lot. And then we got to the event, we had to be there early as.
Yeah.
Did our stage run, as soon as we finished our stage run, G, Gally, like, we had a big stereo.
Yeah.
It was just blasting Charlotte, like, doing, like, lo-fi songs or whatever, bro. We all just crashed out, for, like, a
Yeah.
good, like hour.
Damn.
In
that's
front of
crazy.
everyone was training hard out, like walking past us, and we just
Yeah.
like he just walked past like 3 people sleeping, like dead on the ground while listening, like just bumping loud as like lo-fi music. That's
Bro,
cracked up.
that's so you guys though. Man. That's actually so you, bro.
Bro, we're dropping grounds, G. We're dropping content rounds at regionals, G. What do you know about that? People walking past and you just see 3 dudes like dropping content rounds.
Gee, like, can I ask you, bro? You know at those events, like, cause I know everyone's like quite serious, so I'm just wondering like, where's that part for community there?
Have
bro?
fun. Where's the part having what?
Like for community, like vibing and stuff. Cause whenever I go to those events, or whenever I've been backstage, I actually don't feel like connected to
straight
everyone.
up.
Everyone feels like we're just up against each other.
Gee,
You know?
it's low key, G. Like this year, cause me, Gally, Ed will walk around and just be like, oh, say sup to every like all the crews and stuff. Like random people walking past just to try and make a connection or like something, you know. But everyone's so fixated on their set and just being looking like, oh, walk around, be like, oh, like sup, G, how's your day going? Like, how you feeling about tonight? They're like, oh, we're just training hard. Like, oh, see, like, oh, bro, yeah, like, they're real frantic, like their minds is like everywhere. And I was just cracking up because, like, bro, if you look at us, like, I think we was just so chill. Like, I don't know. We stepped back this year and just kind of we wanted to have fun on stage again. So when we created everything, it wasn't like a competition standpoint. We just wanted to go up and just have fun. Like that was like the biggest thing about our set. And I think you can see it too when people perform. Like if they're enjoying what what they put out, or if it's just like, you can sense like a energy, I reckon. But yeah, that's relaxing.
That's me. Song you listen to when you want to go on a road trip?
Oh, 660.
I mean, start a party.
Start a party. Gin and juice.
I mean, in the party. In the party.
In the party.
Yeah. The last song to finish it off, bro. What'd you play?
Gee, you gotta play like. I want to look for my like SoundCloud or my like Spotify. It's so bad right now. In the night, you have to play like a nice slow jam, like a good, like Bobby Valentino.
Hey, okay. When you win or achieve something, like what song do you want to play in the background when you like achieve something in life?
Gee, honestly, I want to listen to some trapped out something like Dior or like Pop Smoke or something like grime, like trap out, like I bet like. Or unless you don't do those generic ones. Oh, do you play some Wingy by DJ Khaled? Can you play that one? But yeah,
We the best, bro.
you seen that? We the press. He's like,
Oh my
have you seen that? I love that meme.
Actually,
Love's a good meme,
bro,
mate.
honestly, DJ Khaled, I actually like him a lot, bro.
Bro, I miss his Snapchat too. I still watch him all the time,
he's
mate.
mean on Snapchat, bro.
Lion!
He was talking real facts,
He
bro.
didn't talk the real, G.
He was like, yo, man, you need the keys. You need to be like,
the keys to life.
yeah, bro.
Keys to success.
You don't gotta care what other people feel. I'm like, yeah, bro, fuck DJ Khaled.
Lion! And randomly jet skiing or like Snapchatting. Bro, I was like, you gotta look, he tried. That's
My
pretty.
favorite one was when he was in the gym, bro, and he was shirtless. Bro, that one was mean, bro. I think he's a spokesperson for Weight Watchers now, bro.
No way.
Actually, I think he might be, bro. I want to search that up later, but I think he might be. A few more. Extremely happy.
Extremely happy.
Yep.
Extremely happy.
Yep.
God's Plan, the remix.
Man,
Better remix
Oh,
though.
the-
There's
yeah.
a specific one.
I know which one.
Not
you're
the
talking about.
original one, but like a. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Extremely sad.
Extremely sad. XXX Tentacion.
choice.
Carry on.
Good choice. Good choice. When you don't know what else to play, like what's the song? What's the artist or song that you play when like you don't really have a vibe, but you just want something to play in the background?
Kate Tronado or Masego.
Wow. Okay, that's cool. What's the song you sing every time you're in the car, bro?
Ooh. ASAP Rocky. Guns and Butter or Tony Tone or. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this last one. What's your favorite battle song to smoke someone with? Like, what's a track that? Oh man.
Gee, I'm pulling out my phone for this. I had to
Yeah.
look for my SoundCloud, bro, because.
Gee. It has you know when you're battling Ray, the second track. Stranger Things.
Oh, the Stranger
Yo,
Things
bro,
one.
when that song came on, I was like looking at you, and you were just like nodding your head. I'm like, yeah,
I
boy.
got this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I looked at the VLG. Oh, chicken. I'm not trying to sound like egg. This is just
Yeah.
the kind of. This is just my mind. Like when I'm in battles. Like what
Yeah.
kind of like. I'm not me right now. Like
Mm.
I treat myself like I'm a different person. Like,
Yeah.
gee, when I heard that song, gee, I like in my head I was like, yo, I got this. And I looked at Nabil and Lakshya sitting down like on the bean bags in front of me, and I just like I ducked down to them. I looked at NG and I was just like, gee, it's over, G.
Oh shit.
It's a rap. And they're like, yo, like louder. Like honestly, I'm like, bro, I was just in that element of this battle. Like I just wanted to kill people off. Like I sound like an egg completely, but like to me, I make table seeds. Like I didn't care.
Alright, and that ends our second segment, and we're just gonna take a small break, and then we'll get back to it.
Have a cookie, have a break.
Alright, welcome back everyone, and we're heading on to our main course now.
Ish.
Sweet as. So these are all the questions that really
Juicy part.
get you behind into the minds of like these dancers and what they thought about at certain times, and these are the moments that like you could take what you want from their journey and then maybe apply it to your own, or you can just listen and be entertained. It's up to you.
This is the juicy part.
Mm.
Ooh.
So
Hey.
question one. What was the process like building up to HHI last year, and what did you learn most about your team, and what was the most important thing you took away from the process?
So during the leading up to the process.
Yeah.
Leading up to the process, bro, it was cool. It was dope. To HHI from Nets, we did like a cultural set, and we're like, oh yeah, cool. We'll do something for Worlds. We'll change our set. We'll do something that we're good at.
Yeah.
Because we knew that, I don't know, because we use Fica Malapese. It's like a real Samoan. It's like a Samoan song, but it's really like, it's popping over here. Like everyone knows that song if you're from NZ. And we're like, oh, it probably won't relate as much to like a world scene. That's how we kind of viewed it. I was like, oh, it might not work as much that way. So we built like, we probably spent like majority of our time on this one set that we did. And it was all good. Yeah, but it's like, when we all entered the space in the studio, the buzz wasn't there kind of. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it was just kind of bland.
Did you feel uninspired or?
Yeah, uninspired or not motivated as much by the set. Like it was alright, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough
Was
for
this
it.
the set overall, or was it just that one section?
Just the set overall for it. Like it was alright. Like we had moments and stuff, like cool little things, but it wasn't tied together nicely or something like that. And then Josh put us like, gee. And then Josh came back for Final Arts. He's like, I reckon you guys should do your net set. And I was like, you reckon? And he's like, yeah, but just try and make it world, like everyone can be entertained by it, not just like home. I was like, oh, how are we gonna do it? I was like, oh, we could probably still try to do it, like a cultural thing, but just try and flip it. Instead of doing like a Fika Malapisi song, then we flipped it and used Moana.
Yeah.
Because Moana, like everyone knows Moana in a way, so it's a bit more. Plus it's like island related. At least we can do something,
Yeah.
For the bro. But then, that was our process for that, and it was all good. Like, bro, I think we spent like 3 weeks on our world set, compared to like if we trained like longer. If we did that one set, it'll be like a lot cleaner or whatever, have more. But I'm still happy with what we did. And then what was the?
So like, what did you learn the most about your team?
Oh, learn a bit, bro. We can do anything. I would say, like, I just found like. From HHI after, I felt like, cool, we are strong enough to, we can hold our own. Like we're good enough. Does that make it easy? Like, we made like a point, like it's like validation in a way. Like we have the tools and talent and stuff enough. We just have to put in the hard work. That's all. Honestly, at the end of the day, it comes down to hard work. Straight up, you just have to put in the hours, and I think we done that harder. Like, especially with us three, we were in the studio like every day, pretty much. Like, I saw Millie, John, Avenue, like almost every day last year for like the whole year. It was crack up. Like we always laugh about it, but like, yeah, I learned that yeah, our team, we can do whatever we want to. We just had to put in the work, like, yeah. And then the last one, what did I take away from the process?
Now,
Bro, we um just I think that it goes towards what I just said before,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just do it, but do it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, just don't slack where you know that you're slacking. At least, like, you know, you can call yourself out on it, or like, yeah. But just yeah, that's what I took away the most from, especially from our team, just because yeah, just validation. I reckon is like yeah.
I think as well, like for this year, for example, um, you said last year you worked 3 weeks on your set, and then for this year for regionals you worked like only a week for your set. I think what people don't understand is like they only worked a week on that set.
Not even a week, it
But-
was 5 days. Not even 5 full days. It was like, bro, we finish at like 10 every day. Like, we should have been finishing at like 12, but we just treated it so just like, oh, like, we just want to have fun. That's why we weren't stressed about it. We weren't like, oh, we just like, YOLO, like, kind of in a way, but we just like, yeah, it was cool. It was cool though.
Yeah, bro. The point I was trying to get at was like, if you compare it to teams that spend like fucking maybe hours and hours in the studio versus like you that only spent like 5 days, I think what people will like forget about is all the hours after the studio that you guys work, and like
Yeah.
you guys aren't strictly choreographers. Like you guys work as freestylers, as battlers. Like you guys dance all the time, and like,
Yeah.
that adds up to making it so that you can do
Very true.
5 days, because you're already training yourself to make things on the spot, to think
Yeah.
on the spot, to move to the music, to think about how things are gonna look like.
I think what works with us heaps is our chemistry. Is that
Oh,
we've
yeah,
worked
true.
with each other for so long.
Mm.
So now that when we make stuff, it's like we know how each other think in a way. We're like, oh, cool. Like when we're in the studio, we're making stuff. Like we can just rely on each other to, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just that chemistry bond that we've worked with each other for so long. We know how to work with each other. So it kind of works out a bit more easier than like a fresh crew who have new faces.
Mm.
Don't know like how they work or whatever. Like yeah, we know each other's work ethic and stuff like that. We can trust each other like a bit more.
Do you still have the problem? It's not really a problem, but I just know that at the start of your process,
Mhm.
what was really hard for you guys was trying to look the same.
Yeah.
Do you guys still have that problem, or is it like
Um,
less now?
It's kind of less now because I think at the start it was because we were 3 different styles completely. Like especially last year, I think we were like quite different, all 3 of us. But I think that now that we've spent so much time together, we've kind of learned how we all move.
Mm.
Especially when we make stuff that's like kind of stuff that we've done before. So it's like I don't know. I think it's just like we use certain like we have like a formula now. Like we know what works with us.
Yeah.
So like say certain grooves and stuff we've used before, but it's just like we use like our battle stuff. Like we'll be like, oh, like a easy battle 8 count, but we'll like take like elements from that 8 count, like maybe 2 grooves, and like chuck it in like our set or whatever. But like it's all familiar stuff that our body's already used to.
Mm.
So it's kind of makes it a bit easier. You know what I mean?
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
Oh gee, like is it? Like, what's the funniest story from that process you reckon, or like what's a good behind the scenes, like this happened but no one knew, and
Oh.
because you guys spent every day together, bro, and like I know you guys spent every day together, because every time on our group page it'd be like, yo guys, we're in the studio.
Yeah. I know you. But what's a crack up now? Hold on. Can it? Does it have to be HHO? Could it be anything?
Nah, it can be anything,
Oh,
bro.
anything.
This is just like, a bit more juicy and behind the scenes stuff,
Bro, honestly, what's the question? Was it like
like
a
any funny
funny
story. Yeah,
a funny story? Bro, it had to be lights. You know what lights is? Beauty and the
Yeah.
Lights.
Yeah.
Last year we had this show called Beauty and Lights with Ken that was run by Lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
And that process was cool. It was like all boys, but like wild crack up as moment we had was the Bro Montel.
Yeah.
Wait, it's great because last episode, William talking about Montel too. Eh?
Yeah.
Bro, there's another one Montel, bro. I feel like everyone has like a story of Montel if you know the bro enough.
Yeah.
But like this dude, this fool way. we're practicing for like this. It's kind of like it was a show, so we had to do like a bit of acting in there too. So we had like this like light and dark kind of sequence, and like the dark people like they represented like real bad, like negative, or like like a bad person. And then we dressed up Montel to be like a real bad dude, because Montel's already quite big.
Yeah.
So imagine just big goofy Montel, but like he's got like a mask on, like a black balaclava, dressed in all black or hoodie, like Tim's on, like real scary. And then like he goes around, like it's like a classroom setting. He gives out these books.
Yeah.
And it's like real like silent and whatnot. And he has like this line. There's one line. He's just supposed to say stop.
Yeah.
But like real aggressively.
Yeah.
Like he's like Ken had to like ask him. He's like, you just have to say stop, bro. Just like be real aggressive. Like just stop. One word, easy. And he comes and hang of the books. And he looks at me and he like I do something and he's supposed to say like the word, just say stop. And he looks at me. It's because his eyes, like just the way he looks at. Oh, I don't understand. Like he's got this goofy look, and he's just like loud as he's like stop, like with a big beat, like STOP, like real, bro. It was because like real, like the like energy was like real, like tense, like tension, like hard out, like real, like sustained tension, and then just a big stop, like I can't do it any just the way he said it, but it's so, bro, it was so great. Like when someone says something, they be like stop, and then like 3 seconds of just like awkward silence, but looking at it, and then just laughter because this bro, like it was like anticlimactic as they like. Ted says moment handing out these books looking angry as, and then can't even say the word, bro. This dude, bro, this dude makes my life so much more funny, I swear.
Montel is a crack up dude, bro.
I understand you so much.
Oh man. What's another funny story about Montel? I'm trying to remember all the times in high school I met with Montel, and honestly, bro, it's just like, cause Montel's a big dude, and he can do the splits, bro. Like, that's so crazy, eh?
Wait, actually, I got one more. We did this gig leading up for Worlds. We did like this big gig.
Yeah.
And then Josh was there too. We were doing like we're running like our set.
Yeah.
Like our mixed stuff, that like our rehearsal stuff, like back like on the side of the stage or whatever. And we're going off, and then there was like a locking segment, and Happy Feet and Millie were doing it. And out of nowhere, Gale like jumps over Millie and does like a locking splits, but like Millie didn't know, like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was cool. We're like, oh yo, that was dope. Like Gale just being extra, like being Mr. Happy Feet,
Yeah.
It was cool. And then comes showtime, and then like the set's going down, like I finish my piece, and then like the lockers come on Millie and John. And then me and Josh aside the stage, and then you hear Josh be like the biggest, because Gully he wasn't supposed to do like jump over Millie, he just did it because it was like cool freestyle, you know what I mean? And then you hear Josh while like their set's going, and you hear Coconut go, you ain't jump over Millie again, and then
God.
Bro, John's face, like you look, when you look at someone, you're like, yo, I got this, like hold my beer, like I got this, like gave you that look, like yo, I got easy, and then Millie's like, no. Like, you know what I mean? Like shut up, Josh. Like, and then, bro, Gally went to just go send it, and then Millie freaked out, kind of like ducked awkwardly, and then John tried to like jump over, and like he like his legs flipped over, and then boom, like landed on the ground, like on his like hip, and he caught up, like carried on looking, and then like hopped offside the stage, and then he started limping, like really, like, almost bad, like it was really
Holy
bad,
shit.
bro. As soon as he hit the ground, I like, it's sad on me. I should have like went to go like see if the bro's all good. Gee, I died, bro. I can't help it, bro. If I see something crack up, I'm gonna laugh. Like, I'm sorry, John. I shouldn't have laughed. I should have seen if you're all good, but I couldn't help it. Gee, it was too funny.
Oh my god.
But gee, just little moments, like, because it's just Josh, like it's instant. You went flip over Millie, like, and then you just see Gully like just like ha ha ha. I got this, easy cleanse, jumps over, boom.
Dude, my favorite part about all that is just the fact that Millie's like, this is always Millie's reaction to things like, no,
she's like, no, John, stop it, no.
And she gets all tense, like worried and stuff, like, no.
Because when he first did it on it, like, she freaked out because she kind of gave her a fright, you know, like,
Yep.
uncomfortable words. But nah, gee, that was too funny, though, I would say.
What show was this?
It was like, I don't know, it was in Kyoto, it was out west. It's like a cool, like, it's like for Matariki, I'm pretty sure. But no, it was cool, but it was so funny, gee, like, oh, full of...
Gee, I actually got the same story about John, bro. One time we were performing for, Riwa's end of term like celebration or something, and it was like really last minute, and we got everyone together, and John did a like you know how he does like he does some extra things sometimes.
Yeah.
He tried to do a corkscrew off stage or something, and then he
No
kicked
way.
or he kicked the corkscrew and the stage was quite high as well. The stage was quite high, like this high, and then he did a corkscrew off it, and then he landed. I think he landed on his back, like onto the grass there.
Oh my...
Bro, if you know that story, I think Sheldon and Vinny were there. He did this one move where it looked like he was sucking off a cone, bro. Like the traffic cones, bro. It looked like he was sucking off a traffic cone. Oh, bro, that was a good day. That was a good day.
Golly, bro.
But I laughed too, I don't.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's harder because like your initial reaction should be, oh fuck, I should help him, but like it's just so funny, bro, because it's just like, bro, you don't have to do that.
Do you know what? Because it's John, G.
Yeah,
Because John's
yeah.
just funny. Like, bro, he just does stupid stuff all the time, so you just automatically laugh. Like, he'll do just the smallest thing and you'll laugh. So like, yeah, you just make me laugh too much, so I just laugh.
Hard. So one day he's actually sore.
Seriously,
like, yo, guys,
how me is like we were all laughing Like he's like, you seriously hurt, but we all still cracking up. Still love you, homie.
Everyone out there's like, man, these guys are dog ass
Yeah,
teammates.
bro, help your bro.
People ever dance.
He's helping me how to dance. He's helping me how to laugh. All right.
Alright. Second question. What went through your head when you kicked the hat trick?
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, like, would you have decided to do something differently that day,
Nah.
or still keep the changes you made? Cause you made
the
a
changes,
few,
eh?
Yeah, you made a few changes there from semis to
Yeah.
finals.
I would say there's like one change that I wouldn't do. It's like at very beginning, because it's real weird, because like the our mix,
Yeah.
it starts really weird. Like you can't it builds up, like the volume like goes from like low to like kind of going high, so you can't really hear like from the jump, and then off bat me and Ev were supposed to roll in, but we couldn't hear the music on the night, so we kind of rolled on like off times. But it's just like I was questioning it as well. Like when we were doing it, I was like, oh, this seems like it's just a roll, you know what I mean? Like it's a bit too much anyway. But like that's just me looking back at it now. But like I would say I'll cut it. Like me looking back at it now, I would say I would cut it just how it like looked out.
Yeah.
But with the hat trick, bro, honestly, I've done that hat trick so much, so many times. It's a basic hat trick it's like a base, like one of my bases that I have.
Yeah.
Gee, and that thing just flew away. Like, honestly, my initial reaction was obviously like a bit, and then as soon as I saw, like, I recovered, kind of like I threw it in between my legs, like behind, and I caught it real randomly. But like, honestly, like, I don't know, like everything, like the whole set was going all good, kind of, and then that part happened. I was like, God damn, recovered, caught the hat, and I was supposed to do this one thing. We all move over, and I put the hat back on my head, being prepared for like the last hat trick. But how do I explain it? It's like my hat at the back of like the strap where like you clip on to adjust your size or whatever. At the back of the hat, it was folding in, or like outwards, so it was like really awkward. So it was like sitting awkwardly on the hat, and I could feel it, and I was like low-key kind of like readjust it so like it will like fit back on properly. So like that was like I already kind of caked. I caked it. I put it back on, and I got like an awkward feeling on my head, like it's like this isn't supposed to be like this for this last part. So like million things are racing through my mind, and then like I did the last hat trick, and I like spun it, and I was supposed to catch it one hand behind my back, one hand behind my back, and then I just spun it, and I turned around quickly, and I caught it with two hands, but I caught it way too early, and like I missed like a count low key, and then like at the end I was supposed to do like a pukana for like, you know, Māori, that's how you end, but like I just screamed there. I was like, fuck, Like.
Oh, really? Was that what
But
you were
yeah, low
screaming?
key, geez, I was just I let it
Oh.
out, but like it was all good. Like
Yeah.
we big chilling after that. Like it is what it is. It happened. Like there's certain things I can say that like I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Before like practice and stuff. Like before that, like I said like a big energy boost and stuff like that. But it was crack up as. But yeah, there's nothing I would say. Like I learned a lot of that. Like especially in terms of, like mental growth and stuff like that. Like I thought like as soon as it happened and I went off stage, like I was like hard out, like sorry boy, like that was on me, like that type. But they were all showing love, hard out, like nah G, you're all good, like you're chilling, like don't worry about like stuff like that. They give me words of like affirmation and stuff like that, just being there. But like I thought like the effect of it would have like F me up or something like that. But like I'm real happy with like the way like I've turned out to be. Like I found that like I learned heaps out of it. Like I snapped back straight away. Like I knew like okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can't change back time, whatever. I kind of accepted it straight away. Like within like the night, like I was kind of all good. Like it was cracker because as soon as that happened, like I was kind of like aggressive in a way. Like in my mind, I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it was cracker because the best way that I got it out was honestly battling. Like I later on that night, cause I knew there was gonna be ciphers on ciphers like at the after party. So like I just took all my aggression on whoever the heck wanted hands in, like, which was a good way to. That's why I like dance. You know, you can express it, like you can like good way to express yourself in a way like venting. Yeah, I would say. But yeah, we big chillin', bro. It's crack. Even for regionals, they were like, when for prelims, I did a hat trick, but I was like one.
Yeah.
And then people was like, it was an all good one. Like, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too good. Like it wasn't the flashiest. Wasn't, but it was still a hat trick. Like you know what I mean. And then for like our judge feedback, they were like, oh, we want more hat tricks from Myke.
Actual?
Like a specific. It was like a specific one. I was like, gee, what the heck? Like I was just cracking up at like, cause just to have that comment just for like, cause it was definitely from the bro Chris. Like bro Chris definitely probably would have been like, oh, yeah, we could probably have more head tricks there. I was like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, all good then, cause it's like Loki is like a little thing about our set for regionals this year. They were like, we have like this little freestyle part, but like that's how I think Crump should be. It's like real raw, like. Cause Crump nowadays HI real clean, so like we have like a freestyle segment, but it's like we all hit the same qualities, like real like same bases, but it's just like you fill it in the way you want to, if that makes any sense. But while the boys were doing that, me and Ev had like this one kind of choreograph part, but I was like the same movement in a way. I was like, Ev, freestyle that part, do whatever, fill it in however you want. I'm gonna fill in the way I want, but just with a hat. I'm just gonna go off with a hat. I did like 5 hat tricks in that one segment instead of doing like just the one finale one. So yeah, it was crack up. Just hearing like, oh, we want hat tricks from Myke, so you have to do hat tricks. Like, but I think they kind of second guessed, like maybe we got PTSD or something. Like Gali's like, that's what he was kind of saying. He was like, gee, do you reckon they think you got PTSD while you didn't do like a bigger one for thing? I was like, gee, I don't care about hat tricks. Like, I don't want to be like also put in that box as well of just like, cause like with our Crump, I wanted to showcase more what energy it gives it, like how, cause Crump's so like lines and like real just pictures. Like an HHI setting. I wanted to showcase like how raw it can be, like how just showcasing that like the feeling of Crump more, because it's hard to showcase the feeling because you have to keep everything clean in that kind of like comp setting. So yeah, that was just our buzz for that kind of buzz. Yeah.
Bro, that's such a mean take on it. It's like what was it? They call it crumpography now, right?
Yeah.
Like crumpography for HHI is like super clean and it kind of just looks kind of boring. To be honest.
Geez, straight up. Like that's what, bro. If you watch like comps like KOB, like EBS, all these Crump comps that are just like you can feel the energy through a screen, but you know if you're in that environment, that's gonna be amplified by like 10 if you're actually there and you get to witness these things. Like it's hard trying to showcase that, especially we have to be so like nutty clean with like everything, you know. But yeah, That was
And honestly, like a quick pet peeve is like, this is just from like me watching competitions.
Yeah.
When you're doing comp sets, you don't always have to shout and like
The vocal points.
be extra. I don't know. Like it's hard to say, right? You don't always have to be extra, but it's just like if you watch like compers, they're not always freaking shouting, opening their mouth all the time, like being crazy hectic. You know, sometimes being like holding yourself like fuck, it's hard to say it.
I know what you mean.
You know, it's like you don't always have to be aggressive to get your point across. Is what I'm
Straight
trying
up.
to say. So I think something that would be cool to see is just people just chilling out with their crump a bit more and just kind of really taking their time with it. I guess not being like so 100% all the time, but that's just how I feel as a spectator.
As a viewer.
Yeah, I'm not like a freaking being as crump or whatever, but I just like to watch it. You know.
I know you. You're
Yeah.
a fan. You're a
Yeah.
fan of. Yeah, you're like me. I'm a big fan of.
Mm.
Yeah. I hear you. Though.
Oh, actually, quick question: favorite crumper?
Favorite crumper?
Yeah.
There's the bro Whoophead.
Yeah.
But that's just because like Whoophead, everyone's like, oh yeah, because of his hat tricks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But like for me, it's just the way he moves. It's really similar to the way that I move.
Oh.
So that's the reason why I like it so much. Like that's kind of a reason why I'm on that grind as well.
Mm.
But it's more like I'm a fan of like the stuff that just the way he thinks.
Yeah.
It's real similar to the way like I would think as well. Like the way that he would turn his hat or be like, oh cool, like I would draw inspiration from that. It was like that's something I would try and think of, but like I would do it like that, but then I would add my twist to it, like add my own like little like flavor to things like that. But yeah, Whoops, he's a crazy dude, I reckon. Yeah, definitely hands down favorite crumper. Yeah.
Um. Oh, okay. So, for honestly, this is something that, see, I kind of ask these questions for myself as well, not
Yeah.
just because like I think people should know, but for what's your top 3 tips for battling, and like, maybe you could give like the examples, like real life examples, like what's going through your head when you're battling, from loose change, like
Yeah.
you know, when you're battling Ray or versus battling the
Estonian
Estonian.
brother.
Yeah, like what's your top 3 tips?
So 3 tips.
Yeah.
Number one, like a tip that I like to just load, like just locking in there, like
Yeah.
before the event, like even at home, like I knew it was like, oh yeah, it's loose change today. Like I knew I was gonna have fun, but like I really wanted to test myself, like in terms of my hip hop and like,
Yeah.
because I've been working hard at it. I know I've been like putting in hours for just like my own craft. So I knew I was equipped, you know, like I had stuff prepared, but it's also just being in that mindset of like when you're at the event, just like locking in, like I'm there to, oh well, like I'm a nice guy, like I like being like, I like saying hi, like being friendly to people and stuff like that. Like I'll still show love and stuff like that, but at the same time, at the back of my mind, I'm always like, I'm on today, like like my mindset is just like real, just like I have to be. When that music hits, like it's go time, kind of buzz, like yeah, like no mercy to like whoever as well, like yeah, you show love, but at the same time when like it's time to battle, like yeah.
I think that's the part where you show respect as well.
Yeah,
know?
like it's
if
just,
you're not going 100%.
It's honestly like a way of just showing honor, like
Yeah.
showing like everything like that towards like the person you're versing. Like I don't want to give them like, if you battle someone you go half-assed, you know what I mean? I don't like, that's not the best version of yourself that you can showcase, you know what I mean? Yeah, just locking in, just being in that mental like state of like Mamba mentality, you know what I mean? Shout out to the bro Kobe, rest in peace. But another tip, just eating good the day you are about to battle too.
Dude,
Straight up.
that's
Like
100%
water,
left field, right?
It's straight up, yeah, just like eating fruits, like muesli bars, like water, you know, just stuff like that. Just like it's like if you don't, like it's just like, well, then you're at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? So why not take every advantage you can to make yourself perform better? It's just simple steps to like help yourself out. Like how seriously do you take yourself? You know what I mean? Like you would obviously take these steps to like give yourself a better chance. Like why? Like it's there. What he's gonna eat Maccas and stuff. You know what I mean? But you can
Bro,
like
you actually might
you actually there's like low key there's like everyone's bodies are different. But like if you're gonna take a route that's gonna like benefit you more, then you might as well. You know.
Yeah.
Another third tip. Just when you're battling, bro, like don't be so caught up in just battling also, but just be like have fun. That's like people can like go to battles, but they're really like they might be too fixated on the battles where they don't enjoy it. You know what I mean? They don't enjoy the or maybe they don't enjoy the process leading up to it. So maybe when they drop their rounds, it might be like a bit like here and there, you know. But like, just like never forgetting to enjoy yourself while you're battling too. Because when I battle, they're like, I'm also trying to like kill this person, but like I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like I genuinely love battling. Like I love like freestyling to like like songs that even if I don't know, like I love listening to songs I don't know. You know what I mean? Like trying to find a cool pocket somewhere or like I just enjoy battling so much. So like just having that passion really just it helps your battling. Like you can tell if someone wants to be there and if someone doesn't. You know what I mean? So it kind of like differentiates you like if you're gonna win or not, because you can tell if someone's there like half-assed, like he's like you know what I mean, compared to someone like who enjoys it, he's actually like trained up and stuff like that. But yeah, that's just me just mumbling on the same thing. But
That was mean, bro. Honestly, that was crazy because like I honestly didn't expect your second tip to come out, but it makes a lot of sense, you know. It's just conditioning, right?
yeah, facts.
Like
bro.
you just want to condition yourself, make sure that like you're in the best state you can be, because battling is like it's physical, but it's also mental as well. You want to make
Right.
sure on every level that you're
Mental.
like that you're locked in. You know, the
Yo.
first tip was about mental, the second tip's physical. Like you gotta be locked in everywhere, or else you're not gonna.
Like you can just take that away from like doing whatever too, like not just battling, like life in general too, like whatever you're going to. Like I try and keep the same mentality of like how I take battles, but just flip it into like everyday life in a way. But yeah, but yeah, honestly, battling's like just as mentally strong than like a physical. You know what I mean? Like the bro Coconut, he's like probably the most strategic battler, and like I so love that I've learned like his like tricks and tips and stuff. Like it's such a big mental game. Like you have to be strategic about how you battle too. Like it's a big like mental part. Like it's like 50-50 to be honest. Like you think about both sides really well.
I remember when I first came in and met Josh, he's Projekt founder.
Yeah.
And you know, we call him Coconut. And when I first met him and I was talking to him about battling, he told me that you don't necessarily have to be like the best dancer, but if you have like good tactics, you can probably make it through.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And he's the most strategic battler I've ever met. Like he's tricky. You know what I mean? He's a tricky battler. Like he would call you out for stuff you ain't doing. Like he would mock you on floor. He would say like calling your stuff whack. But these are just little tricks to like throw you off. So your mental game is like you're thinking about that now. You're not thinking about the battle. You know what I mean? Like these are little tricks that Josh does, and I love it so much because it's so smart. Like it's I take away all of that stuff too. Like I love talking smack, trying to throw people off. Like I don't know. It just makes battling way more fun to me. Like
It's the whole experience, bro.
yeah, bro.
Shout out to Josh.
Nah, don't no shout for him.
Oh yeah, no shout out to Josh.
No shout out.
Yeah, we don't like you.
Yeah, Josh, I hate you.
We hate you, bro.
But I secretly love you.
Nah, he doesn't. Alright. So this is one. Since you come from both scenes.
Yo.
This is one. What's one thing you could take from the Crump community and put it into the choreo community?
Ooh.
And what's one thing from the choreo community you would take and put into the Crump community? And the thing is, like, it's up to you whether you want to answer it. If you don't want to answer it, it's all good. But I just thought just because you've been in both before.
Skip.
No,
I'm kidding.
Actually?
There's like, can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
That's a cool question. I like
Yeah.
it. What can I take from the Crump community that the choreo could have? Honestly, is the word community.
Oh,
in itself.
yes, yes.
The Chrome community G, is like most community based
Yeah.
community we have in
Mm.
NZ, without a doubt. They show most love like to everyone, like every
Mm.
city, everyone, like, bro, like I can go to Palmy right now and be like, I'll be all good. I know I got somewhere such to stay because, like, that's just what kind of bond I have with Palmy now, like with like the community down there, or even at Christchurch, I got someone to stay because like we're so close together, like everyone, like we treat each other like family, like hard out, like, just that having that community bond within each other, like, for a good example, like, when Ken won EBS,
Yeah.
Ken didn't just win EBS, like we won EBS too. Like that was a win for our community. Like we all celebrated that day. Like we all, like, imagine if someone HHI this year. No, everyone in the community is not gonna come together and
Yes,
celebrate.
yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we all celebrated that hard. Like that was a win for us all. Like we had a session that day when Ken won that day. Everyone from Christchurch had a session where they were from. Palmy had one, Wally had one, we had one, and I think Northland had one. Like we all had a session the same day because Ken won EBS. Like to me, that's such a beautiful thing. Like having that essence of like everyone showing like that amount of love because of something great. Like we're celebrating someone. But like, yeah, Knowles put it out cool. It's like, yeah, Ken just didn't win EBS, but like NZ, New Zealand, he won it for NZ. Like that was like a goal for us. You know what I mean? Like it was such a cool moment, and I reckon. But yeah, just taking that sense of just being there, like supportive.
Yeah.
From like, yeah, we used to be a bit more supportive from the Korea scene, like towards each other. Like I reckon, that's something that I reckon we could definitely take. Like we are still supportive, I would say. I'm not disregarding at all. Like we are still supportive, but like having that genuine love for each other. You know what I mean? Yeah. But from like if I flip roles,
Yeah.
I would say I don't know. Wait, that's hard. Cause it's like different things you could probably take. To be honest. But the main thing I would say, like, oh, I don't know.
Nah, it's all good.
But yeah, I don't know. Sorry. But yeah, the first one, haha, that's a
Yeah.
good answer at least.
I can support the first one as well because well, whenever I come into some like, and I honestly I don't go to most scrum jams, but like the ones that I do go to, I know that fuck you, like when you guys hype, someone could be just doing something like so normal or
Yeah.
like so average.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
But like you still show love for it, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, bro, that's so crazy because it's even to get up and do something like that. That's what people forget, bro. Like, because whenever I go to classes, I'm always like, how come you guys aren't hyping the dudes that are coming and supporting the community, bro?
Yeah,
Why are you only
bro.
hyping the people that are fucking good? Like, that's so sad.
I think that's something as well. Like
Yeah.
hype, is, like plays like a big part because like if you hype the person, like even if they do like a small move,
Yeah.
like, but having that feeling of like this is the coolest move ever.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
gonna
bro.
make them like
Keep
do the
coming.
biggest move
Yup.
ever. Like it's gonna like build them to keep going.
Yeah,
like
bro.
like during that round, they might do something. You might be like, yeah, let's go, and they might be like, oh, okay, yeah, and then like that's gonna make them feel better about
Yeah.
themselves, and it's gonna make them to like progress higher
Yeah.
to like represent like the best version of themselves. You know.
Yeah.
But it's all just about showing love hard out. Like I think we need more bit of like hype and stuff during classes, like class culture, like be more of like a fan of everyone around you, you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
when someone's going down, like obviously you have to get your set, like you might be doing the set on the side while like
Yeah.
groups are going, but also just show love as well. Like
Hard.
yeah, you're gonna bring out the best of someone if you just hype. You know, it's comes a long way. Showing love does a lot. Especially
Hard.
for this bloody community, this dance world.
And plus, it's like, for these people are the ones that are showing up to class to help support your
Facts.
local choreographers to keep doing what they're doing. Like, without people coming to class, no one's gonna teach. Oh, well, people will still teach, but they're not gonna make money out of it. They won't survive. They might even do something else. But these are the people that are coming to support the community, and I think that deserves love in itself. But that's a conversation for another time, bro.
Facts.
I think so. Yeah, that was mean. A few more. What other ventures do you do besides dance, bro? And what other ventures do you do besides dance? Like, what other hobbies or things that you do? And do you think that like it comes back into? Do you draw inspiration from that back from the dance, like with O2 or anything?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. No, that's tight. So I like to do like other art stuff besides dance. Like, you know, dance, you can like if you just focus on that one, it can be like creatively draining.
Yep.
So I like having other outlets of like creativity, like to let out. Just so, cause it like it re-inspires me hard out. If I'm just constantly dancing all the time, it might be a bit draining.
Yeah.
So I need like other like outlets. That's why I like to draw like a little bit too.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, I like drawing. I like film, like just video recording stuff, like editing stuff, like photos.
Yeah.
Just stuff like other little outlets there, like especially like designing clothes. Like I'm big like but I like doing that hard out. Just other ways that I can keep being creative, like on my toes. It's not so dance. Like even like writing, like Loki G, you got bars G.
Sure.
Like I wouldn't never say anything like that, but I just like putting words together, like a cool punchline, like. And it comes from puns, G. Like I love puns. I love jokes. Like honestly, like the best pun can be like the best like rap line ever. Like, so I love puns so much. I've been just like Loki writing. I was like, gee, that'll be a cool line if someone said it. I Loki get in the city way, just like, gee, have you said this, G? Like, G Loki there. He's like, yo, that's actually crackle, dude. Like, yeah, G, I should be a rapper, G. What should be my MC name? MC Myke.
Magella.
Mikey Magella MCs.
Bro, what does that name come from, by the way?
Magella?
Yeah.
Magella. It's like a okay. So it's like a you have crumb characters.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the all style side for me. So
Ah,
Magella.
shit.
Well, Mason Magella. He's a designer for clothes. He's like just one of my favorite designers.
Yeah.
And then A$AP Rocky said in one song, Magella Madman and women in them in the beat. No, what was this song? A$AP Forever. When I just heard Magella Madman, I was like, "Ooh, that's tight."
That's me.
And then that's kind of like my steez. Like I just think that character for when I battle for hip hop. I just think of the most jiggy person ever. Like the most like swagged out, dripped out, coziest person ever. So each time I say Magella in my head, I turn into that character. Like I'm Magella now. Like I don't know, just hearing that word just rolls off the Magella. You know we use a Magella. Like. It just sounds nice to me. So each time I say Magella in my head, I'm just like, I turn into that person. Like, yeah, just when I battle though, like
That's me, bro.
It just
I was
helps.
wondering
It just
about
helps.
that name, bro.
It just helps portray my character more. Like it gives it more of a name. It's because I went to battles in Brisbane with Fred.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like Magella, I just needed a name. Like M's is my name now. But like they're like give it up for Myke.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, oh, like Myke and Fred, like, like everyone else had these cool that, oh, give it up for Crazy Water or Motion Max or Twin Bang, Myke. So I was like, I kind of need a name, so I came up with M's, like M and like a $, M's, but everything under M's is like everything that starts with the word M as a character. So like I have a Mamba.
Yeah.
He's a M, Mamba mentalities, and then I got Magella, and I got like other ones too. Like everything is,
Right, you know what's crazy? You know how you talked about when people say, "Give it up for Myke," and so you thought about a name.
Yeah.
I was talking to Seju earlier this week, and he said the same thing. He came up with his own name as well, bro. Yeah, bro. Just cause like when people introduce us, like, "Give it up for Seju."
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
What's his name? What's Seju's thing name?
Oh,
Razu.
Did he tell you?
Was it
Nah,
Razu?
nah.
Did he drop it?
Nah. He's got a different one now.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah. I'll tell you after, right?
Alright, chill.
Because I might have him on, and then like he can say it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Last question, bro. What's the most? Oh, this last question before we head into a viewer question.
Oh, cool.
What's the most important lesson you've learned through dance?
Most important lesson.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly, it's just given me a lot of people skills, eh?
Actual?
Yeah, like a lot. Like it's helped with like people skills, like just talking in general, like in public, stuff like that. 'Cause as a kid, like I wasn't as introverted, but I was real bubbly.
Yeah.
But like I I don't know. It's just kind of broke down that barrier of for me just being a bit more open. You know what I mean? Like it's allowed me to be like a true person of myself, like the truest version of myself. Like in terms of like I'm not like I don't like I don't. You know how you can see like this is how I see people where like I see people, and then I see dancers.
Yeah.
Like, but like I like either like you're creative, like you're a creative person, like you're really artsy, or you're just like a bland person, like it's hard, like with no flavor. Like, it's honestly how I view the world. Like, but like that's what dance has allowed me to do. Like, it's allowed me to not be like a bland person. Like, it's allowed me to be like real creative, real like I get to be express. Like, I get to express the way I want to be, like as much as I want. That's what dance has unlocked for me. Like, yeah. I don't know. It's got to be, yeah, I got to be like who I am, like who I want to be, kind of buzz. But yeah. Gee, what are the viewers saying? Do you talking smack?
Sorry. So here we have your questions.
Do you
So
talking, is it hate mail?
nah, it's all good.
We chilling.
So you can send in your questions or any kind of if you want advice on things. Like we're not professionals, but we're just here to offer what we can and to make you feel like you're not alone.
Right, straight up.
Yeah. So this,
DM at Andy
DM at What's the Dillies podcast on Instagram and just hit us up and we'll ask your question anonymously so that you know you don't feel like you're being called out or like you know just up for.
Well, at least you're after the clout and you're after your name on it. Then you're big chillin'.
So this question is Dear What's the Dillies, I've been dancing for a while now, 1.5 years. I go to dance class regularly every week, and it's really fun. But every time there's a freestyle section in choreography, or when I jam by myself, I don't really know what I'm doing. I feel lost. I don't have a style. I don't really know how to get one. What exactly is a style, and how do I find my style?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought this one would be a good one for you.
That's
bro.
a good one.
So this person, they go to dance class quite regularly, yeah, so...
It's still fun, that's a good, important part. It's fun, every time
very
you're in the
part.
freestyle section.
So I think you can say this guy's like quite a casual.
Yeah, that's good, like, you're on the right track already, like, don't be stressed that, like, you have to figure out your freestyle straight away. Like, it takes time, like, it's like, it takes, like, time watering, you know, you have to water your garden type of buzz. So it's just like, if you're lost, that's good. That means you're like learning, like you're uncomfortable. So that means you're growing. So, but like, just feel lost in the music. Like, a good way to start just freestyling, trying to find your style, stuff like that. Just play a song that you really like. Like this is not in like a class setting, but this is freestyling in general. Just play a song that you like that you know, like front to back, like you love the song, and just close your eyes and just feel, just do what you want to do. Don't have any like, but you have to be by yourself, I reckon, especially if you're like first like barrier stages. But just doing stuff that, yeah, it could be even if it's from stuff that you've learned. You know what I mean? Like just use it. Use these, like everything that you learn from like your classes, you use it as tools for your freestyle stuff like that. Like that's how I see classes each time I go class. Always draw, like try to find something that you get inspired from. You know what I mean? And then just, yeah, like it takes time, like just keep building steps, like stages and stuff like that. But when it comes to like those choreo, like those freestyle moments in like a song where you don't kind of know the song, just be, honestly, 1-2 step is like the biggest home. Like just finding, I don't know, the song can be really weird sometimes. So kind of depends. You just have to feel the song out, like. He's going to play the song a couple of times, you know what I mean? You just have to listen. Just use your ears and just feel. That's one thing too. Never fake your, like, emotions too when you dance. Like, you can tell someone's just being, like, mediocre, not half-assed compared to someone that's being real, you know? Yeah. You can sense that energy. But just be real with yourself, really. But, I don't know. It's a real tricky question, but I reckon everyone's different, especially with freestyling, like, everyone digests different when they're trying to learn how to freestyle or finding your own self, your own 2 feet. But yeah, just take your time. It just takes time watering. Just keep at it. Like you're obviously on the right track because you're dancing for a little while now. You go to dance class regularly every week. But yeah, just don't forget that main element of having fun of it too. But yeah, you'll be big chilling within a couple, like, just, yeah. It just takes a little time, and you'll be big chilling, bro. And then all of a sudden, you're going to be like Avni or Mohan. You'll be vibrating, shaking, doing flips and whatnot.
Actually. Yeah, I reckon, like, Mike has a good point, because you don't want to feel, like, when you go to these choreography classes, they're just, like, you shouldn't take freestyling and choreography too seriously, because they're two completely separate things. And even when the choreographers are like, okay, here's your section for you to freestyle, just don't, like, be too serious about it and kind of just take it easy.
They need to cancel that culture of that, saying that too. What do you mean? If you're in a class and you want to do a freestyle, if someone, you should be encouraging them to go off, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be like, oh, don't take it too serious, you know what I mean? Like,
Actually?
bro, you should be like, but that's the thing though about class culture, like, they don't want you to go hard out when a freestyle, like, part go. They don't, like, if you think about it. Like, I've been to so many, honestly, I hate going class, and then, like, the end of the song goes, and, like, I'm in the group, and then, like, the end of, like, the set goes, bro, everyone's heads just turn my way, like, cause they,
actually?
like, I'm in that box of, like, oh, it's a freestyler, he can go in, like, you know, because I take class quite regularly, but, like, I hate that feeling of, like, oh, in the song goes, and then everyone's heads just looking, go Myke, like, you can go, because I know you can freestyle, like, I'll drop around happily, but, like, at the same time, like, I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, go, it's your turn, and, like, everyone's expecting it, or, like, it's kind of like a request now, like, you know what I mean, like, everyone just kind of, like, forces it on me, like, a little bit, but I'm just like, like, especially if you are going to allow that space, like, you have to allow your student to, like, go off to. You can't tell them to go half-assed freestyle, because, to be honest, there is no such thing as a half-assed freestyle. It's just, like, that's called a lab. That's called the lab if you half-assed. Or if you're figuring things out, you know what I mean?
Oh, so my perspective on it was, like, when I said don't take it too seriously, I meant, like, the class is just, it's more for learning, and freestyling is, I feel like
True.
freestyling is, like, after it,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Freestyling
true.
is more like your own kind of space, and sometimes it's hard to explore yourself in music that you don't like, even though it is part of the process. I think it's quite, maybe start off with songs that you really like, and songs that you know, and then just do whatever feels right, and then eventually you'll find your style through that.
Facts.
But you gotta start off with what you like. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true. Because that's what draws you in hard out. Like, that's what, it's like, yeah, it's important. Like, you just have to know what you like with your body too. Like, you shouldn't be doing stuff that's, like, too complex for you that you don't quite understand. You know what I mean? Like, with your body, like, your range and stuff like that. Like, if you're doing a move that's too hard for you, you know you can't do it. Unless you practice it every day for, like, months, then you'll be fine. But if it's, like, something that you're not used to, your body's not used to, like, or maybe, like, a rhythm of something, then don't force it so then it's, like, really uncomfortable on yourself, you know what I mean? You should try make stuff that's suitable for the way you move, like, that's, like, comfortable for you, kind of buzz. Unless you're trying to go real abstract and trying to push yourself way more, then obviously go the other way, but, yeah. See, there's a balance, that's all.
And don't lose the feeling as well.
Factual.
Like, don't get caught up into trying to do heaps of stuff. Just focus on what it makes you feel and go from there.
Don't be lost in the sauce. Straight up. That's honestly that's why I love music so much, because, like, yeah, you can just feel it, like, so I love freestyling. You can feel it instead of just being half-assed.
Man, this is actually a harder question than I thought.
That one.
Because there's, like, a lot of ways you can approach
Either way,
this.
Straight up. That's why I was like, wow, that's a tricky one.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
But it's a good one.
I hope you helped.
Whoever said that, you're the man.
Yeah. Alright, this is the last one. If there was a piece of advice you could give your past self from 5 years ago, what would it be?
Stop being a little. Nah, is it?
Actually?
I'm fully.
Nah, that's got some facts though. I reckon. Do you reckon it's got some facts or not?
It does have a lot of truth to it though. Like, yeah, obviously it would, but, like, I'm just trolling. But just believe, like, I had a real bad time believing in my own craft, but just staying true to, like, like, bro, what you're doing is good. Like, keep it up. I don't think we don't. Oh, we don't say that enough to each other, like to ourselves and to each other, like around each other, like you're doing a good job, or like bro, you're killing it at the moment, keep it up, like stuff like that. I think it's good to have that kind of like words being said out to like your mates and stuff like that. That's why I always try like tell my friends and stuff, you know, bro, keep it like you're doing mean, G, because I reckon we all do need it, you know what I mean? Like, it would, like, if I heard something like that, I know it would make me feel 10 times better. Like, it will make my day, like, oh, thanks, bro. Like, you know, that means heaps. Like, yeah, so, shot Andy doing a mean job with his, What's the Dillies?
Thanks, bro.
So episode 2. Proud of you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, no problems, bro. But, yeah, just believing in yourself. I'll tell myself to just give them words of, like, keep working what you're doing. You're going in the right direction. Because I honestly didn't know. Like, all I knew is I like to dance.
Yeah.
Way too much. Like, way more than anything else. I love dancing. Yeah. Like, but yeah, just having, I reckon, those words of like, keep it up. Don't lose focus. Just keep doing yourself. Keep doing you. Well, that's another big one. Keep doing you. Don't let anyone else say like, what's good and what's wrong with your dance. Like, stuff like that. Like, yeah. Big trust, bro.
Live for yourself. Don't live for others, man.
Andy Hart 2020.
You only got one life, bro. You gotta
Yeah,
make your
G.
decisions.
YOLO, G. You only
YOLO.
live once. That's the motto. When you.
Alright. That reaches the end of our podcast. Thank
we
you,
out
Mike.
here. Yo,
fucking. You can follow Mike on his socials. I'll link in the description below.
At oh my god. I'm gonna quickly plug my boy
Yeah.
at AVV_M.
Oh,
'cause-
yo.
That's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Got at the Projekt team
Nice.
with a K, because you can't spell.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else that need to plug? Nah, we out here big chillin', bruh.
Yeah, bro.
Keep supporting your local artists.
Mm.
Shout out to Andy, because this is actually tight. It's a bro. Actually, I took away like last episode. G.
Yeah.
William, bro. Actually, he thought the like I know Will, but I didn't know Will on like that kind of level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's cool to hear these kinds of things. And I'm really excited to hear like who's up next and stuff like that. Like this is a cool platform for us, like little artists that we have. So yeah. Arr.
Sure, bro. Alright, thanks for joining us, guys. See you next week.
Bye. Have a good time.